Today we're going to compare fractions with common numerators. But before we do that, there are a few important math terms I want to remind you about. A fraction is a mathematical expression that is expressed as one number over another number, like this: 4/5. A numerator is the top number in a fraction. It shows how many parts we have. 4 parts of the circle are shaded green, so the numerator is 4. A denominator is the bottom number in a fraction. It shows how many equal parts make up a whole. There are 5 equal parts of the circle, so the denominator is 5. We will use the greater than, less than symbols, and equal to symbols to compare fractions with common numerators. Let's begin by looking at visual models. Let's compare 3/5 and 3/4. Remember, the denominator shows how many equal parts make up a whole. The shape on the left has 5 equal parts. The shape on the right has 4 equal parts. Are fifths greater than or less than fourths? Let's color in our common numerator. Is 3/5 greater than, less than, or equal to 3/4? Less is shaded in for 3/5, so 3/5 is less than 3/4. Let's compare 1/3 and 1/4. Remember, the denominator shows how many equal parts make up a whole. The shape on the left has 3 equal parts. The shape on the right has 4 equal parts. Are thirds greater than or less than fourths? Let's color in our common denominator. Is 1/3 greater than, less than, or equal to 1/4? More is shaded in with 1/3, so 1/3 is greater than 1/4. Remember, when you were comparing fractions with common numerators, you were comparing the size of the parts. Visual models make it easy to see. When the numerators are the same, the fraction with the smallest denominator will always have larger equal parts. Likewise, the fraction with the larger denominator will always have smaller equal parts. Now, let's compare fractions without the visual models. You understand that smaller denominators have larger parts, so this will be easy. Let's compare 3/7 and 3/10. 3/7 has a smaller denominator and larger equal parts, so 3/7 is greater than 3/10. Let's compare 3/7 and 3/9. 3/7 has a smaller denominator and larger equal parts, so 3/7 is greater than 3/9. Let's compare 1/11 and 1/3. 1/11 has a larger denominator and smaller equal parts, so 1/11 is less than 1/3. Let's compare 1/6 and 1/12. 1/6 has a smaller denominator and larger equal parts, so 1/6 is greater than 1/12. Let's compare 2/6 and 2/5. 2/6 has a larger denominator and smaller equal parts, so 2/6 is less than 2/5. Let's compare 3/5 and 3/7. 3/5 has a smaller denominator and larger equal parts, so 3/5 is greater than 3/7. Let's compare 3/8 and 3/10. 3/8 has a smaller denominator and larger equal parts, so 3/8 is greater than 3/10. Let's compare 3/11 and 3/5. 3/11 has a larger denominator and smaller equal parts, so 3/11 is less than 3/5. Let's compare 2/12 and 2/3. 2/12 has a greater denominator and smaller equal parts, so 2/12 is less than 2/3.
Naomi, put your cell phone away and give your dog a bath.